All right, I wanted to show you how to add background images so that you can do some references. Now, thing you want to do is find reference images that are as orthographic as possible, so they have as little perspective as possible. So what you might need to do here is, so I've gone ahead and gotten these two images. You can see here, so a side image here and a front image here. So I'm going to load these in as background images so that I can use them to model against. So in order to do that, I'm going to open my N panel on my 3D view, and I'm going to come down and enable background images. I'm going to add an image, and this will be my front view. So the axis here is going to be front. Say open, and I'm going to browse to that image. Cheap. And if I come here, I can change the display type, so I can change that from file name with information or with previews. So this will be my front image. So now, if I hit Q and go to front, I've got that image there. I'm going to collapse that for the moment. And then I'm going to I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add a second image. This one is going to be the right side. So when I'm looking towards the right, I'm going to say open. Go to my file here. Choose this one. Now, one of the things you might notice is that if I go to my front view, this one isn't lined up with my X and Y axis very well. So if I wanted my X axis here to be the ground plane, then I'd want these tires like sitting on top of it. So what I can do is if I go into my front image, I'm going to expand this a little bit, and you'll see I've got some options here. So I can offset the image on the X, so I can line it up that way. I can offset it on the Y and put it there. Now if I go over to my right image, I can do the same thing. So maybe it's lined up this direction the way I want it, but I need to still move it on this plane. So I could move that also so the tires are on the green line. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this cube relative to the truck here. I'll put this here, put this one here, do a loop cut, extrude that out. Okay, so now that's pretty well lined up with the side view, but if I go to front, you'll notice maybe what you may notice is that your images don't line up size-wise. You may come in here, and mine actually lined up pretty well, but you may find that you come into the front view and you're something like this, and so it's much bigger. What you can do is, once you've lined up your model with the side view, size-wise, you can jump into another view and you can go ahead and adjust that until it fits top to bottom as well. Now if I come into front view, I can do that, and you'll notice that that's actually looking pretty decent. And I could start cutting in some other shapes. Like so. And since this is a symmetrical model, I could go ahead and cut down the center line, delete one side, add a mirror modifier, and then just come back in, turn on the clipping, move those to the middle. And now as I go ahead and I add topology to this, it's going to be reflected on both sides. So maybe I come in here, grab these, bring them down, cut here, this, do this, do this, maybe grab these, over. And I'm already starting to get the basic outline. So that's how you can use these reference images. And if you have a top image, you can go ahead and you can set all sorts of different image rotations here. So when you're looking back, front, top, bottom, just from the camera, or all views. So no matter which view you're in, you'll get that image. So yeah. So you could go ahead and take a picture, you could take several pictures of an object from each direction, front, back, left, right, top, bottom. You'd have to flip it over, obviously, to get the bottom shot. Then you can load those in. Then as you're modeling, you can flip from view to view to help line things up. So as I add in, say, a tire, I go to my front view, so already I start to get something a little bit more more close to what I am needing with my model. All right, so that's it for this one. I hope this helps.